Hello again, friends. So, I've seen an overwhelming amount of vlogs that pertain to ladies' makeup routines, and I thought it would be really fun to do one for me because I have a lot of people asking me, what is your favorite makeup? What kind do you use? How do you conceal this? Colors and such. So, this will be perfect for me to show y'all my full front to back makeup routine. And I must give credit where credit is due. I've actually watched Veronica on Veronica's Blushing blog, and I loved all of her products. Some of us still have like the same products as her, but just the way she showed how to put them on or give me a good review on a product I never even would have thought to try. It's really nice. So maybe I will be helping out someone like this as well with mine. So, first is first. When I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like P. Diddy, but I do wash my face. Um, I used to use like all these really cool, fancy, like $18 for a bottle face washes. And when they ran out, I was just like, well, I don't need to track again to Origins. I can just use like my Dove soap because if you think about it, that Dove Beauty Bar soap, when they're showing like your soap drying out and Dove soap not drying out, I mean, they really are speaking some truth to that. So I just wash my face with a Dove bar. Um, then I conceal it. I use the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. This has an SPF of 35 in it. And I currently wear NW25. And as you can see, it's this little thing right now, there. Now you're thinking, this is a tiny little concealer, but this will last you so long. What I do is it's very creamy. It'll feel kind of matte to the touch, but then when you warm it up with your finger, I just apply it with a finger. I have concealer brushes, but I just rather just slap it on with my hand. I'll put it right here to get rid of the redness of my nose. I have like some freckles that I'm not too fond of right here, and then any other blemishes. So really, I blend it out from this area. I really like it too because instead of using like a highlighter or anything like that for my eyes, I put it under these circles and then all over my lid, and it brightens it up to the point where I don't look like a raccoon, but I still have some type of brightness to my face. So that's really nice. Sorry, I had to get comfortable in the chair. Next product is the Bare Minerals Matte in medium tan. And I put this on with a kabuki brush. I used to buy the Bare Minerals kabuki brushes that were $20, and they were awesome. But if you're ever at Target and you have an e.l.f. section, I found this kabuki brush for $3, and it does the exact same thing. It's pretty amazing. It's really soft. It's really compact, so you can really buff in all that Bare Minerals. So that's currently what I'm using right now. We'll see in the future what I use afterwards. Then I put on a blush. I tend to combine a few blushes, but sometimes I just rearrange them where I'll just grab the nearest blush and wear that one. So the one that I'm wearing right now is NARS Orgasm, which is like my probably favorite of all three. I would show you the color, but as you can see, it's a little broken. I've shown it a lot of love. So, but it's like a really pretty peachy tone, and I'll definitely use it more this winter because when my skin gets a little lighter from not seeing the light of day, it just is like a pretty flesh color. Now, if in the summer I'm really tan and I need something that'll be a little bit darker just to show up on my cheeks, I'll either use MAC in the Dolly Mix or MAC Flower Power, or Fleur Power is what it's called. This one is Flower Power. It's a really, really pretty matte pink. A little bit less shimmery than the Orgasm from NARS, but really, really nice. And then, as you can see, this is like my I'm going out, color. It's very, very highly pigmented, so, you can get a good bit just off of that. But those are my 3 blushes that I can choose at my will for. Next, I am going to focus on my eyebrows. I have naturally blonde eyebrows. I don't know why, but they're very, very scarce, and so my eyebrows are penciled in, so to speak. I don't shave them and pencil them in, but I use an awesome pencil that's super cheap, which is nice. And it is the Professional Eyebrow Pencil by Rimmel. Now, I love this company. They actually have a lot of good products, and they're made with the same formulas as some of the other drugstore brands, but they like competition, so you'll never even know that L'Oreal is actually Maybelline and Maybelline is actually Revlon. It's like they're all intertwined together. So when it comes to price, I kind of just, if I know it's a good brand, I'm going to buy the cheapest product, because these I go through a lot. And I have the 002 Hazel, and it's just a light color. And so what I do is I just, shade it in the dense parts that are missing, and then also creating a light eyebrow that's natural to my hair color. Sorry, my cowlick is going schizo today. I don't know. It's just popping up everywhere. Okay. Continuing on, after I put this pencil on, I used to use this little, brushy thing and, brush it out. You can do that, too. I used to have the Sephora waterproof crayon retractable brow pencil. That was a mouthful. But, it was like a turn-up pencil. Well, it ran out, but it had the best little comb thingamajig. If you can see it. And I still use it to buff all that stuff in, make it look natural. So, eyebrows to go. Then right after that, y'all all heard me talk about this amazing primer potion. So I use just the tiniest bit. And I will say that they have 3 other formulas. Don't buy them. One's shimmer, one's shimmier, and one is gold. You don't want anything other than clear unless you have other occupations I don't know about. So, no offense to anyone who has the other 3 formulas. I'm sure they're gorgeous, but for me, I rather not have shimmer and add my own shimmer than, not having the other choice. But when you're paying that much for a product, I think you rather just go with a clean, regular formula. Carrying on. Now is my lovely favorite part. It's the eyeshadows. And I change those very frequently. I have a ton of different eyeshadows. Are you ready? Okay, so the first one I'm wearing right now is Lola by NARS. This was given to me by my friend Courtney, who I love because NARS can be kind of pricey. But it's a very pretty brown. As you can tell, it looks really, really dark in the actual container, but you can make it very clean looking so it looks natural. It doesn't have to be funky. Or it can be funky, whatever's, your, thing. Anyways, then I have the Naked palette. You've seen it all so many times. I'm not going to, drown you in that again. And then I have various other shadows that I can choose from at whim. I have my funky blue shadow contrast. These are all by MAC. I have some funky shimmery mythology by MAC. I have I don't know, this was kind of cool looking, so I bought it. Midnight Madness. Yeah, you know. Another really good MAC eyeshadow that I tend to go to a lot is Antiqued. And I know a lot of these shadows don't look like typical shadows that I've used in the past. I've used Tinted, I've used All That Glitters. I'm currently out of those shadows, and meaning that I've used them completely up. And until I use the rest of my Naked palette, I really don't think I'm going to buy those shadows just yet. I don't want them just sitting around when I have a perfectly good color to match it. You know, just whatever. Okay, then right after that, I'll buff that in. My two shadow brushes that I use to put that on, I use Sonia Kashuk. I'll just call her Sonia. I love this fat little flat one, and I'll just pat on the color. And then I use this like really kind of dome shaped buffer brush, and I just buff it into the corners. So those are my two things. Then carrying on, I have my eyeliner, and it's by MAC. It's the Black Track Fluid line, as you can see. Now, I wear my eyes cat-eyed every day for the past 6 years, 6+ years. It's been since high school. It's been a long time, and I can fully say that this is the best fluid liner I've ever found. It's solid in the pot, but as soon as you touch it with your brush, it becomes this creamy, almost, it's not liquid, it's not, you know, too hard to like move around. It's not like a smudge pot. It's just a great texture, and I'm all about texture because who wants to go to their eye area and have to be tugging it away just to try to get, you know, a perfect line. And then it dries really fast as well. I'm willing to take any opinions or options for a better eyeliner, but right now this is it. And because I use it so often, I know how long this lasts, and it lasts a long time. If you're not going to be using it but like maybe once a week or once every blue moon, this would be a really good investment because you're going to have it for years. And a super cool trick that I use to put on my eyeliner, I don't buy any kind of fancy makeup brushes. I used to have matte brushes, and then I figured that they were the same product as what they sell in the drugstores. That's why I have all these Sonia brushes, cheap, and they're awesome. But she has like a wingtipped eyeliner brush. It's kind of like that, like, you know, brush, and it kind of looks like you have to be some funky, you know, Mission Impossible person to put on eyeliner. So my trick is that I use a paintbrush, and this cost me a whopping $2 at Hobby Lobby. For those who are interested, it's called the Simmons 785, and it's just a perfect little brush that I can just dip in, smooth it on, clean it off, and go on with my day. Alright, and now I do my mascara because I hate looking at my eyeliner and thinking you look funny with no eyelashes. My mascara I just bought a new tube, but this is seriously like my favorite one. Hands down, and it's drugstore brand. I've used a lot, but yeah, it's really awesome. And it's the Voluminous Carbon Black by L'Oreal. So for $5, you get pretty awesome product in this little tube, and I run through them a lot. And I always get the Carbon Black. I like the blackest of black. It's just nice. And then last but not least, as you can tell, I kind of, on my eyes, I don't really have too much of an eyeliner. I used to wear all the time the Infallible Never Failing Eyeliner by L'Oreal, and it came in the Carbon Black as well. And I loved pencils that were kind of like retractable, because I never like to sharpen pencils. It sucks. So I used to use that all the time, but then I just wanted something a little bit more natural and not too harsh, especially in just like everyday settings. So I found an amazing pencil that I had bought for a friend because she doesn't like to buy really harsh black makeup for her eyes either. And now I can never find it. I found one. It's a sharpener pencil, but the one that I'm using right now is a nub. So I need to find any and all of these pencils in case they ever discontinue them. But it's by Rimmel, and it's the 610 Tiger's Eye, and it's the Spark It Up Gleaming Eye Darkening Liner. Why do they have to put so many freaking words in all these titles? But anyways, so here's the liner. If you can see, I'll do like a little swatch for you. It's almost like a brownish black tiger's eye, kind of, which is why I'm guessing it's called tiger's eye. But I really like it, and I'll just put like a tiny bit around and like buff it out and stuff, so it gives me definition to my eyes, but without that harsh liner. And then last but not least, if I do wear any lip product, it's going to be the MAC Viva Glam Cindy. It's like the perfect like red color without being red. If you want to try red lipstick but are too afraid about your skin tone, or if it's going to look silly, I would definitely try this. It's like, see, it's not too much of a color, but just enough. So I like that. And then I'm a big sucker for lip balm. I always have dry lips, and so if I carry it around, I'll be less prone to like sloughing them off in the middle of the day. I use this Rove Solve. I got this from Bath and Body Works, and it's really awesome. CO Bigelow makes a lot of really good lip glosses. They have one like menthol that if you put it on and you lick your lips, it's like you've been chewing a piece of gum. It's pretty awesome. But this Rove Solve, I love the pretty little light rose scent, and I was wearing it before I put the lip gloss on, so it's just like a light pink tint, not even really a pink tint, it's just gloss. But the best thing about it is as you can see, it says all these different things that you can moisturize with it. Like I use it for my rough cuticles. If I feel like I've got something going on over there, it's really nice. If you have like an elbow that's ashy, you can use it. So it's got many uses, and I think it's like $5-6, so it's pretty reasonable. And then last but not least, because I can't carry my Bare Minerals around, if I'm going through a day where it's like Grease Fest 2011, I carry around my Studio Fix MAC. I love this. I will never give it up. I'm currently wearing NW30. Wow. And then I just carry around a Sonia brush that I found super cheap at Target. And I'll just buff it in, buff it on my skin, and get rid of all that greasiness. And I can like travel with it, to work or wherever, and it won't be like Bare Minerals Powder Fest 2011. That's all my products. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and feel free to let me know if you've ever done a video like this, because I love to watch them. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.